Hello, everybody. How are you doing on this fine Thursday? So, today we have to go back to another lawsuit that was filed 2 years ago, and it has to do with that nanny who allegedly sued P. Diddy after she got fired because she got pregnant. Now, here's the lawsuit. And just to remind you, it was against Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs, but also against TriStar Sports and Entertainment. Now, this is Lou Taylor's company, the one that has Robin Greenhill at it, the one that was allegedly, according to the Lil Rod lawsuit, paying off S workers, orchestrating the payment for the S workers. So, this is a lawsuit for gender discrimination, sex-based discrimination, violations of the California Family Rights Act, employment, wrongful termination, failure to pay for hours, stuff like that. And it is a 33-page long document, and pretty much the gist of the arguments is as follows. This lady claims that she is Kim Porter's niece, the late Kim Porter's niece. Okay. Now, I did kind of start looking up a little bit like, does Kim Porter have any siblings? Do the siblings have any kids? But I just started realizing that these people call anybody a niece and anybody a goddaughter. It doesn't have to be, necessarily ordained in a church or something. So, I don't know who this person is. And she does say that she's deliberately obscuring her name. She's going by Jane Roe instead of her real name. Now, in this lawsuit, what she alleges is that the day after her aunt, Kim Porter, passed away, that Diddy apparently contacted her the very next day and asked her to become a full-time 24/7 nanny to the twin girls. And this would have been all the way back in 2018. The person, we'll call her Jane, the niece, Jane, in the lawsuit, she says that was going well, but, she was working a lot. She was working pretty much 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. She was staying in the same bedroom with the twins and her son. And she's also saying that there was no other nanny. She was the only one. She loved the girls. She was there for them during obviously one of the hardest times in their lives of losing their mother. She says she did get pregnant and she told everyone around that she was going to need some time off for maternity leave. And apparently Diddy got upset. Now, in this document, it also names the house manager, who I just kind of glossed over the first time that I read this lawsuit, but I do want to mention it here now because it may end up being important somehow, some way. Paragraph 17, page 4. In or around August 2020, plaintiff Jane Roe, the anonymous, pregnant lady, she announced she was pregnant and would need to take maternity leave. Combs, including but not limited to his family manager, April Butler, well, they were both infuriated and reacted with hostility to the news. In retaliation, Diddy began a campaign to get this lady fired, Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter's niece, allegedly. Diddy's representatives, including without limitation that family manager April Butler, even concocted rumors that plaintiff was resigning from her position, which was completely untrue. When she was set to begin her maternity leave in or around January 2021, Diddy terminated her employment. He communicated that she was being fired because she was pregnant and unmarried, which purportedly set a bad example for the twin daughters. When she pleaded with Diddy to keep her job and for her health care coverage, Diddy responded by yelling and cussing at her and refused to honor his promise to get her and her then 5-year-old son the best health and dental insurance. Also, she claims that she was misclassified as a salaried employee because she never got paid overtime or anything like that. So what I really wanted to discuss, what I really wanted to bring to y'all's attention today, the thing that I kind of seem to have missed the last time, is on this first page where they're saying who they're suing. Okay. So the parties. First, Jane Roe, who resided and worked in Los Angeles County, California. She's commencing this action under a pseudonym in order to protect her and her minor children's privacy and to prevent harassment, ridicule, personal, professional embarrassment, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So then paragraph 3 is nothing out of the ordinary and it's not unexpected. It's to be expected. Plaintiff believes, based on the allegations, that defendant Combs Enterprises was and is a New York limited liability corporation doing business in LA. And then paragraph 4 TriStar, one of the defendants, she defines, and it says she's informed and believes, and based on the allegations at all times relevant, TriStar Sports and Entertainment was and is a Tennessee corporation doing business in Los Angeles County, California. Then she's suing this other entity called 200 South Mapleton Drive, which I wasn't going to do this, but I just had the idea to do it. So let me do it now. I'm just going to look up 200 South Mapleton Drive and see if it's registered at Lou Taylor's address or her business address. Okay, yep, there it is. Yep, Lou Taylor's address right there. Okay, so I'm on the California Secretary of State's website, and I mean, I don't know who all these people are. California Registered Corporate Agent Authorized Employee. We have all these people's names. Becky DeGeorge, Coy Sacho, Nicole Stiles, Rebecca Vang, Alex Jenkins, Wendy Harris, Melissa DeCoven, Casey Ransom, Annette Coleman, Jerome Suarez, Samantha Wiltz, Parrot Corbini, Crystal Collins, Maddie Bright, Courtney Shelton, and Brittany Titlow. So yeah, the 200 South Mapleton Drive business is affiliated with Lou Taylor through the fact that her business address is listed as the address for the business of 200 South Mapleton Drive LLC. And that's one of the defendants in this case. So paragraph 6 and 7, something very strange happens. Defendant Sean Combs, Combs Enterprises LLC, TriStar Sports and Entertainment Group Inc., and 200 South Mapleton Drive are/were joint employers, integrated enterprises, and alter egos of each other, and during all times relevant, jointly employed plaintiff. Do you see what she is saying? Let's move to paragraph 7. Plaintiff is informed and believed and based thereon alleges that defendant Sean Combs, the man, Sean Combs, is an individual residing in LA, Los Angeles County, California, and at all relevant times, an owner, officer, director, and or managing agent of Combs Enterprises, TriStar Sports and Entertainment Group, and 200 South Mapleton Drive LLC. The niece of Kim Porter is alleging in a legal document that Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs is an owner, officer, director, and or managing agent of TriStar Sports and Entertainment. She is alleging in paragraph 6 that it was actually both Diddy and his businesses and Lou Taylor, TriStar Sports and Entertainment, that all of these entities were her joint employers. She is saying that she was working for TriStar, not only Combs Enterprises, not only 200 South Mapleton Drive LLC, but also she was employed by virtue of being Diddy's personal assistant or whatever nanny. By virtue of doing that job, she was also employed by TriStar. She is saying that Diddy is a quote owner, officer, director, and or managing agent of TriStar Sports and Entertainment Group. Now, to be very clear, Lou Taylor denied all of the allegations made in this lawsuit, all of them. It's just things to think about. I wanted to bring that up because I've covered this lawsuit before here and there. I've mentioned it, I've talked about it, but I never really noticed that she was trying to say in this lawsuit, Diddy owns TriStar. And that just brings up to me bridges to recovery. Hear me out. Britney Spears was in a conservatorship for 13 years, right? But we didn't hear her complaining about that conservatorship until when? Probably like 2021. And when did she say, when she finally spoke out, that it really got unbearable? In 2019. What happened in 2019? She was put up in a rehab against her will because her dad gave her this random test. She had to be tested. She wanted out of the conservatorship. She got this psychological evaluation and she failed it. And then they put her away, right? She had said that she had said no to a dance move. She didn't want to do this perverse dance move, and they locked her up. They changed her medicine. They put her on lithium immediately. She felt so out of it. She couldn't even talk, all that. Guess where Bridges to Recovery was? In the same neighborhood where P. Diddy's Los Angeles home is. Now I'm remembering that Britney said Robin gave her her medicine every single day, every day. I'm remembering that Matthew Rosengart blamed Robin of TriStar Sports and Entertainment of surveilling Britney and mirroring her phone and her iPad through an iCloud mirroring app, recording her in her bedroom with secret hidden surveillance cameras. And all the while, P. Diddy's house is just right down the street. Britney described being watched while she changed her clothes 3 times a day. And what if we end up finding out Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs has been working in tangent, hand in hand with the likes of Lou Taylor and Robin Greenhill. And it isn't maybe the case that they are above him in any way. Maybe he's been even with them this whole time. They did meet all the way back in the early 90s before P. Diddy ever even started Bad Boy Records. It's just things to think about. Like I said, Lou Taylor has denied all the allegations in this lawsuit. I don't know. I wasn't there. Just showing you what it says. Just showing you something I seem to have obviously missed the last time we read this. At all relevant times, he directly or indirectly, through an agent or any other person, employed or exercised control over her employment and her wages, hours, and working conditions. So, I mean, it says right here, I mean, it's clear as day. It's clear as day. She is informed and believes, she was informed and believed, based on that information and belief, that Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs was an owner, officer, director, or managing agent of TriStar. Can you even imagine if we were to find out that that was the case? Welcome into my world. You're playing my game. Thought that you could come up and they're fitting off of my knee. Talking out the side of your neck like you insane. Cortisol levels to the roof. Inflame. Kids these days so shameless. Selling out real friends for a paycheck. Mama didn't teach them no home training. Wanna be me so bad, but they failing. Step to the plate though. I'll take a challenger. I ain't scared of no low life scavenger. I should warn you though, if you haven't heard, I ain't no Colleen ukulele ballager. Shots been fired. Run and tell that. Say it to my face though. Now behind my back. Won't be long till you share it in the group chat. And when I call you up, you're gonna backtrack. And you should've kept my name out your mouth.